the action rune whenever it is that it shows up, and Monty trying to use that Starbreaker, but not going to land over on Knight. Still have Luis nearby. MJZ trying to get some vision. Monty in a bit of an awkward situation as he's starting to get chased down. They've got the shards. Throw out the magic missile, and that's a dead Dawnbreaker. And actually our first blood, it's pretty late. But it does allow RoboZ to get himself the double damage rune, so seems worthwhile.
Yeah, that's a good start for Pango, though, getting the first blood here. And yeah, Robo is going to be fine, but not going to be too happy about the first blood, giving Pango a little bit of an edge in the net worth here. Bottom lane has turned into pretty much a farm trade now, as the Brewmaster and Medusa are just hitting creeps together.
Do we see a move to put pressure down onto this
Luis
Medusa?
is caught.
Top lane, this is not looking good for him. It looks like this Nature's Prophet is going to be very dead. But they did manage to get a kill on Luis.
Yeah, at the same time over there, they found him in the jungle. Got a nice shard to trap him.
In the Stone Gaze.
Ember is finally moving now. He's coming down bottom.
Alright, indeed here. Okay, they'll stun up Hermit. They want to burst him down before he can get the split off, but he's got it. And there it is. There's the point here in the Stone Gaze. So they've got to back off. Nice Wrath of Nature coming in. So they'll continue to roll around. They've got their eyes on the Dawnbreaker. They'll be able to finish. So there's going to be a snowball coming into effect. A little magic missile play over onto RoboZ. He's sliding around. He really wants this Dusa. Shards coming in place. Cinderbrew gets dropped. The chase. And they manage to finish off Luis. They're looking at Hermit. He'll go down too. It's a double kill now for Latums. As now RoboZ is going to have to use that remnant to try to run away. And he'll turn Ben's attention back around. He's hoping to get at least something here, but it's a little bit scary. They got the snowball. Monty, though, will be able to apply some assistance. Misses the Starbreaker. He's trading a bit with Slatums.
That Medusa got so many magic stick charges.
Nature's Prophet was considering joining in on this fight.
Too deep to TP there. If he TP'd in, he would just get immediately blown up by the Warlock and Ember. So thinks better of it. Doesn't jump in.
A little bit of that burst damage on Hermit. And he goes for the split because they dropped the Chaotic Offering. They also drop those wards, but still get the kill. In comes the Dawnbreaker. They're looking to finish off on Slotums here, and it should be able to do so. Did they put? It looked like the Fatal Bonds came after the Chaotic Offering there. Was I seeing things?
Yeah, he
just, as Nature's Prophet is dead.
He just needed to lock them down as soon as possible, get the golem down, and I think there was a great usage of their abilities coming in with the big team fight spells here. But
did not help me do this, and this, and she basically tells him to sod off.
Sounds like a bad support player, is what I'm hearing. That's a bad support. That hen would get fired immediately. Bottom.
Nice with that Orchid. They even go, though, and they use the Chaotic Offering. They think that Illich is just too good of a kill, and they will indeed get it.
Juicy enough. May as well use early game ultis like this. Doesn't feel bad at all, in my opinion. And mid lane, bit of a dive as well.
It's a dead Monty.
Yeah, they get a counter kill there. And the Warlock Golem using the portal to go top and is gonna try and push out top lane. Yeah, the Aghanims on Brew, able to lift this Medusa here. Even going on Tusk, opening up the possibility to focus Medusa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just, not having that snowball available. But again, she has an Aegis. So MJZ, he will go for the swap. They've got the Lotus Fall with the Chaotic Offering. Thinking about it, but they're going to just keep chasing after him. They lose MJZ. He was already ticking down. Knight continuing to give these clicks out over onto Kuka Hook. And they'll go in with the Dawnbreaker. Panda just flying up into the air. Illich's just trying to TP away. He doesn't want anything to do with this any longer. And this poor Medusa just spending all of her time.
They're starting to go like a well-oiled machinery, going towards mid.
I mean, this is exactly how we said we wanted to see them play. Dusa is teleporting in. And try to put some more pressure. Nice Lotus immediately bouncing back over to MJZ. And they want to just remove him as quickly as possible. Don't want any sort of swaps. Good Snowball coming into play. Followed up with this Dawnbreaker, though. It's not looking good for them, as they will be able to get MJZ. They get Knight, too. And now the other Knight fighting away. Kills Monty, but Kuka Hook and Hermit, they've got their eyes on the prize. Another change over here from MJZ, but it's in vain because they still end up losing the dude. So that's a dieback on MJZ. And they want Illich. They're like, that's a cute BKB, but you know what? We can wait. We can be patient. And they rip them apart. It's a triple kill for RoboZ. And this tower belongs to the side of Qhali.
Yeah, they're just going down mid now. This push is so fast as well.
Well, they'll try to get rid of the Wind Panda at least, so that'll be a little less time that Knight spends in the air. But again, there's the split. They got their eyes on this Medusa. Stonecase is going to get used, but look at this. Okay, they're going to have to use the swap. Stonecase does come in, but they were just chunking through her. Dawnbreaker showing up, trying to use that ultimate. They finish off the Medusa. They'll finish off MJZ. They're going after Illich now. And they just have to run into their base. RoboZ has to be careful. Does have the cheese. They'll buy back on Tusk. There is no buyback on Deuce, no buyback on MJZ as they get themselves those mega creeps at 34 minutes in this game. They call GG Qhali. They have shown up, and man, I'm loving what I'm seeing here, Waga.
Yeah, this was a really, really clean game won by Qhali. I mean, they didn't die a single time on their post 1, they didn't die a single time on their post 2. And while bottom lane started out a little bit rough there for Broom.
Between the two mids, very neck and neck. 8-0 over on Queen of Pain, 8-1 on Slotham, so we're not seeing anyone run away with that advantage just yet.
Yeah, Enchantress getting run at down bottom, but she should be fine with her movement speed. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, he's got the dagger. That's the first blood. Knight will end up going night-night.
Yeah, tries to cross the bridge, but PA does get vision there.
Pressure on Knight here top. They've got
Ember joining.
yeah, not much mana over here on Kukahook. The roll forward though onto Illich. Get the nice silence onto Teus. Latims is looking a little bit scared here. In comes the roar. Luis punching down the Wild Wing, taking care of Illich over here because he's nice and slow. Thanks for RoboZ making this rotation. And they'll finish off Monty and just zip right back to the mid lane though. So it's a quick skirmish in the bottom lane. And everybody got a little something, but I think you're happier for the side of Qhali. Yeah, I'm curious now if this is where we see them put their foot on the gas pedal on the side of Qhali. I think they'd probably prefer to wait until the PA has this Desolator. And again, this Aegis will give them that time.
Okay, they use it for Queen instead. For fighting.
Okay. All right, jump forward, immediate slap. They just rip apart Monty and Kukahook now in. Oh God, there was a PA there.
Yeah, that was a good.
Very good hit coming out from Thunder to recognize that. I thought they ping it out. They're rotating in the hot tub area. Doesn't quite manage to land those searing chains though, so Kukahook's gonna be able to escape.
Wow, that was crazy. He blurred right as he searing chained.
They're looking for a fight. The roll in over onto MJZ. They want to get rid of the support, and they get rid of him very quickly. There's going to be no saves available. As Illich trying to teleport away, not going to be able to with the birds, and the follow-up is intense. That is yet another hero who's going to fall.
Yeah, 2 quick takedowns, and they quickly start licking their wounds and run away from this area here. And then gonna go for full damage build, probably with like a Moonshard even. Is not an uncommon build for support Enches. The problem is playing against PA. Normally you want to be able to kill carries with this build, but playing as PA, that evasion.
Ooh, that was a big crit, but not a big enough one.
Yeah, the Sleight of Fist finally. Slotham gets that takedown. He's been pretty proactive here, hunting the PA. Mention
A little
trouble.
bit of a skirmish in the bottom lane. RoboZ was poking at Knight. They'll find their attention though drawn over to Monty, so no more Earth Spirit. Some quick and furious hits coming out from the side of Thunder.
I like the way Knight is playing party.
He's here to party. He's having a good time.
They should have some party hats for the Visage Birds here as well in this game. Come on, man. Put on the hats.
RoboZ, that was a very aggressive move. And again, he does have the Aegis, but has to be careful because Knight's doing a decent amount of damage over here with that one little centaur. They still will be able to get Knight. As Monty sitting a bit low, the roll forward. They want MJZ, and in comes RoboZ. Needs to get off a little bit more damage over on MJZ. Doesn't quite have it as these creeps just blocking their way, stomping them down. Goes right into the Sven. Hermit, though, with the birds roll forward here from Monty, but there's the roar coming into play. They should end up losing that Earth Spirit.
A little bit too deep of a dive there. You can't really run up that ramp with all your heroes. If you get too stacked up, the Sven will just punish you, and he's chasing.
Salt is on the tower. Hermit trying to slow him down a little bit, using those birds. Got those healing rains being tossed out.
Sven still has ulti as well if he wants to.
Goes for the harpoon on the bird. Don't they land the splitter? Okay, it's a big sonic wave that comes through. It's exactly what they need. They blow up MJZ, but it looks like, ooh, it's a little bit scary here. Kukahook, he's sitting solo. This like not going to be enough. The BKB's used for slump. He has no mana left, and they've got themselves the heals. They'll wait patiently, get the stop, follow up. The patience is paying off. They'll find Knight over here on the side. That should be a dead Enchantress. 3 dead on the side of Thunder.
Wow. Initiating like that with PA, Cook had some amazing confidence there going into the fight. It could have backfired.
Come through this area. Make sure that we don't have any interlopers.
Yeah. Oh my god, Visage is playing some sneaky door. Look at Hermit. He's just sitting up there, hiding.
That's sneaky cheeky. Yeah, they get the birds. But he has he summons up. Right, there it is. There's the initiation. They're going to try to just blow up whoever they can. Luis trying to get over here in the corner. Fancy Echo Step still will end up falling. Kukahook in the middle of everyone here as Knight trying to cleave through. Kukahook, he's doing too much damage. He gets the kill on PA. She is down. Knight is just absolutely dominating through this fight. When they're grouped up like this, there's so much cleave damage to have happen.
Oh my god. He got the silver edge.
And while this is going on, Knight just continues to slice through these buildings. They got to do something. They're going to have megas very, very shortly. What's your play here, Qhali? As you can see, again, backlines. Kukoc, he's looking for this opening, but he gets roared by Illic. This is not looking good. Lotus Orb's going to get placed over onto the Phantom Assassin yet again. Big Sonic Wave pushes everybody back. MJZ, he's dead. He's not going to be able to go and keep his team alive. Illic getting cut away by Kukoc. They need a little bit more damage. They've got it. As they'll continue, they turn their attention now tonight. He is isolated. They don't have anyone here. The Ember could potentially come back, but I don't think he wants to risk it as they'll chase after Knight.
Oh,
they're looking. They
should
gotta
be
get a
getting
little bit closer. Yeah, it's a good stun, but again, this PA, she does so much damage when it's just, well, I mean, it was like 1 on 5 there, so not really a fair fight, but.
Yeah, 2,500 gold for killing this Sven, by the way.
Potentially.
Oh,
they do a scan. Slatum jumps forward. RoboZ already blinks away, but there it is. There's Knight. There's the Lotus getting used and the BKB. They're fighting here with Illic. Knight taking a lot of damage, but they're in a really awkward position right now with that Sonic Wave coming into play. He's going to man fight Kukoki. Could do a whole lot. He's going to try to go fight his way through. Goes up onto the high ground. The roll from Monty turns back around over onto Knight. They managed to do it. They killed the Sven. They go after MJC. He's going to be the next one to fall. Slatum's also just being held into place. Tries to get out, but he goes right back.
Ember's got that
remnant, and he is dead. There are 4 dead on the side of Thunder. Only 1 with buyback. But while this is going on, they got to go back to their base. At least a couple there about that. But this is giving them some hope, right? It's a 4K lead right now. They saw that with the ward too. This is scary. Monty rolling forward. They see MJZ. They want to blow him up immediately. Kukahook, he's waiting so patiently on the back lines, waiting for the chance to jump in. Knight, they spread out. Monty not looking too good. He's going to end up dying. But Kukahook here, Roar coming in over onto Kukahook. This is looking really bad for him. They end up losing the PA. As now the rest of the team, they're trying. Hermit's going to be absolutely sliced to ribbons, though.
Yeah, Divine Rapier now on the Sven.
They see Luis. Oh, they see Luis now if they didn't see him before.
Oh boy, I think that's the final nail in the coffin. Losing the Aegis, or losing the Rapier there.
Rapier, yeah.
This is not going to be a
big trouble. They don't want to be disqualified. Look at Knight. He's like, all right, I'm going to just start hitting here. Slatum's getting a couple of these gearing chains into place.
Throne is so low already. I mean, Sven can just end this right now. They have Glyph, but
thinking about it, jump over onto the back, and Lotus getting poked right back again. They're putting up a fight, but this is probably going to be the last one. Nice little bit of a splitter Hermit. Buy a bit more time. There it is, though. They'll take down Illic. They'll turn their attention. They just slice through Knight as the other Knight now trying to find this opening, trying to figure out, okay, we need to keep the creeps off the base, but we also have to stop the Sven. And Sven says, what the heck with this? But they have the fortification. They've got maybe this little bit of advantage, this little shred of hope. They have to go and disarm him. They have to do something. They get him one time. They'll turn around and get MJZ. Somehow the throne is still alive. Illic, he's looking for the opportunity. Knight, though, trying to focus down, just trying to hit the base, and he will be able to do it.
They do bring down the throne eventually there. Yeah.
I see some of the games. I'm like, wait, which game was he in that? Yeah.
Yeah, mid lane so far, Sledum is doing a really good job on his Huskar. 10-4, 10-5 even in CS versus the 6-0. So RoboZ not really getting any denies here against Huskar. Doesn't mean they quickly gets leveled up.
Oh, and there it is. There is the kill in the bottom lane. Luis finishing off Illic. So the pressure is on this Beastmaster this time around, whereas I felt like it was fairly...
Who wouldn't have nearly the same kill potential. And level 2 power spike hitting hard.
So for our viewers that don't typically, oh man, Monty, they're making plays over on that Oracle. Hold that thought. So Monty needs to be a little bit careful here. Soul Assumption doing a lot of damage, like we said. It will be a kill for Hermit, but they'll be able to get themselves return as they take down Monty. But what I was going to ask is, for our viewers that don't watch a lot of Pro Dota, maybe they're just showing up because, you know, Slatum's being held into place. And get a couple clicks. We don't have the Laguna just yet. So there'll be a roll forward. We'll land over to Luis, but I don't know. He was expecting that there was going to be another support here. So the Inkswell will land onto Knight. They'll follow it up. They've got the LSA if they need it, but they'll just use a Dragon Slave. So RoboZ gets himself a nice kill.
Yeah, that's
And that's
nice.
all before he hits that level 6 too.
A good takedown, and the 6-minute runes also up now. Yeah, Hermit was left alone as they TP'd in towards mid there.
Yeah, that's good identification, realizing, oh, well, if they're all going to go mid, then we can definitely get a kill. Look at Monty. Look at this.
Yeah,
Like,
he's going in.
hello.
Inkswell.
Gains the silence, the Inkswell, and he's just dead. Very nicely done by the supports.
Yeah, the two supports together just going in and finding this kill. Some crucial move towards mid, so now you're not going to be too unhappy. Prepping the camps. Yeah.
Yeah, as expected.
I mean, this is what
They
you
have
want to
vision.
have.
They have a nice board over here, so they do see a little bit of them moving over. Yeah, and they go for a scan too, so they know what's going on, but they know that Illich's alone, and if he's alone, that means there's nobody here to really save him. The roll in from Knight isn't gonna quite be enough, I think. As now the follow-up, Monty's here. He says, all right, who we killing? All right, sees his brother. They'll keep going. They've got the hammer, the drag forward, gets a nice silence off, but they're just gonna try to body block him into the corner. A blood grenade gets used, and he's dead. I'm loving this aggression coming out from the side of Qhali.
Yeah, this is really amazing by them, the way they're moving their support so far.
What do you think?
It's acceptable. I mean, it's not ideal. The Visage is not getting more farm in the lane here. Mid now, a lot of
Getting
focus.
kills, so I think it's all right. If they weren't achieving anything, I would say it's a problem. But MJZ over here getting chased by RoboZ. He's gonna step forward. Monty takes some damage. Dawnbreaker ulti coming in the Laguna. It does right for Huskar's face. And now MJZ in a world of hurt as they'll continue to chase after him. They need one more hit, and that's gonna be your position one Dawnbreaker getting the final hit.
Yeah, Knight did get a kill though. Meanwhile, he killed off Lewis thanks to the DD rune he found.
RoboZ, he's like, oh, look at this juicy,
Oh, the
juicy
Lina.
stack, guys. Let's take it. Let's the award, and let's put some pressure on them. Make them sweat a bit.
Stick around, keep stealing.
And the follow-up, a good magnetize. Knight, though, it's not looking great for... Oh, a good save, though, from MJZ. Now Kukoki's going to end up dying for this. That is not ideal. The Roar gets used on the backlines on Luis, and they'll end up losing Knight during all of this.
I think that was still ultimately worth it for him, though. They get the activation and steal this away from Beastmaster, then just letting him have it.
So what kind of build do you think we're going to see for Hermit this time around? He's got himself a medallion.
Jump straight onto Beastmaster again. Gonna bring him down quickly.
Yeah. That's a dead Illich. He's not having any luck here, and MJZ didn't have anything to save him. He's already used that false promise. He's going to try to use some of the spells to prolong his life, but it's not looking like he can outrun this.
Yeah, just getting caught. This Ember support is working out pretty well so far. I mean, he's been in 8 kills out of 12 right now. Only died to try and defend the tower and maybe pick off the beast, but he's already far away out of here. And since they did scan out this rotation, I feel like Beast shouldn't go down, but maybe
Illich, he's still here.
he's a bit greedy staying around here.
He's going to end up paying for it with his life unless they have... Nope, never mind. TPs do come out immediately. So they'll churn back around. Nice soulbind over onto Knight and MJZ. That's not how a Morph wants to play. He doesn't want to be tethered. Luis going to try to teleport away. Monty is going to be left behind. So they do end up getting themselves a return kill, but it's just the position for Ember. And they've already lost Illich. Illich's died how many
That
times?
Roche. At the same time, there's a Huskar on the side of Thunder Awaken, so they want the Roche for themselves. They want to get that Aegis, but currently don't really have control of the area.
See, Monty's been working on getting an Orchid as his next item. We'll get the Roar get used on Monty, and should be able to stun lock him long enough that they can get this kill. But now there's no Roar available.
Yeah, this opens up the possibility. We also see the drawing here by Luis. He's like, yep, they're going to go into Roche now, guys. Because of that one guy dying, this opens up the opportunity to go Roche.
Dawn has the Deso coming out right now. Although they're going to get aggressive. Knight going forward is silenced up. Lina in a good position. Soul Assumption. They've already lost Luis, but a nice save here coming out from the side of Thunder will keep them alive just a little bit longer. Knight, he's healed up to bounding shortly.
Coming back in, there's a great ward for Dire here. The low ward drops, gives them nice vision. They're playing away from it on Radiant though. Qhali going around.
In the opening, gonna jump onto MJZ. They recognize that this is someone that cannot be allowed to continue to live, so he'll be the first one to fall.
Oh, this is tricky
Okay,
now.
it's
Tricky
on.
for Thunder. They're all scrappling, trying to run away.
Yeah, you
Searing
can see
Chains?
that this... Oh, he's not gonna be able to teleport out. That's a very dead Slatums. And can they grab 9 times? time? No, but this means this Roche belongs to Qhali. They have the fresh Desolator on their Dawnbreaker. This feels really good. It's like, whatever, guys. If you're just going to keep doing this little ring around the rosy, I will just ulti in and see you later. Knight finding an opening over onto Monty. Get a couple of those slights going. Axes get tossed out. There's a Laguna that gets used over on Huskar. So they have the Soulbind over onto 2, and they'll be able to just keep Knight and Illic together. Big Roar coming into play, though, as they give the kick back. They'll end up losing Louis. Robozy taking a lot of damage from Knight. He's trying to find the way to get out, but it's not looking great for him as they manage to keep the Huskar alive using that false promise. Monty, he's going to have to teleport away, and Kuka, he's so low. We'll be able to land the Starpick, but it's not looking good for him because they have these vessel charges, and he's just dead. It's a very expensive fight around the Roche pit for them.
That was a big mistake by Kukahook. He cast his ulti in a way the Oracle is offsetting so much of it, just spamming the W and now having the shard as well. He can keep the Morphling healthy and happy very easily here.
Trying to nuke up Slatum, but again with this Oracle making it very difficult damage negation. Ooh, but they do find Illic on the back line, so that is a nice little pick right there. So give the kick over to Kukahook. He was in stone form. He's going to try to go up into there, jumps right back down, lands over onto 2. They've got the Soulbind, so it looks like Kukahook, he will actually survive. They'll buy themselves just a little bit more time. Another big nuke being used over onto Slatum.
Oh no, he's silenced.
They end up pushing it back with Monty. He's silenced. Can he survive this? Does he have a remnant up? Is he going to be able to make it out? No, he's not. He will get blown up.
I think they're gonna just back up now and try and solidify the situation a bit, but yeah, good pick-up point if you're Qhali.
Look at the way they're positioned. I love this. Look at MGZ and Illic. They're gonna try to blow up Slatoms quickly, but there it is. There's the roll forward here from Knight, giving the kick back as they'll wait patiently to re-engage Hermit. Set his own little stones form for the moment, but the roar comes through.
Oh, he has the gem
and they
too.
just blow him up. This is not looking good here as Robo-Z, he is being held into place. They've got so much damage. In comes the Dawnbreaker, has to blink away immediately, even though landing over on 3 because he just can't afford to be in the middle of all of this. And look at this, the kick back, BKB is going to get used from Kukahook. It's the mid tower, but they got to come home. They got to deal with this. They can't afford to just be second out there.
Ultimately, the only thing they need is to catch this Oracle, but he's sitting behind such a wall of tanky heroes.
Yeah, nice little kick here coming out from Knights behind Kukahook with a roar. A lot of damage getting dropped over onto this Dawnbreaker. Gonna try to survive, but too much damage. They'll end up losing it. Monty on the back lines was trying to find this opening. Not gonna be able to as Robo-Z uses that BKB, but they have another roar because of the refresher.
No buyback from either of them.
This is looking bad right now.
That's this game.
I think so. There's no buyback on Dawn. There's no buyback on Lena, and they have done damage at this point. You know, I saw some really nice plays coming out for Monty early on, but it's just gotten to this point where you have a raid boss, and his name is Morphling. Look at poor Luis. They'll use the birds. They'll slow him down. They'll use the Soulbind too. Slatoms just turn around. They click Monty.
Yeah, only 2 of them alive now as the building's starting to fall. They're keeping them pinned in their fountain here, and Beastmaster working away at getting these towers down as well.
Honestly, at this point, just secure yourself this victory.
Yeah, they're not gonna mess around too much. Not too much fountain farming to be done, but...
I mean, they have a Huskar. I feel like if you have a player who plays Huskar, he's
going in for a bit of a
dive. They'll jump into the fountain. They'll take a little bath here, but... they will eventually back out a little bit. Knight, he's having a little bit of fun. They'll buy back on the Grimstroke. Knight just gonna man fight here. He's got himself a Satanic Kukahook. He's almost dead in his own fountain. They'll turn their attention over to the Ancient.
Morphling so massive though, trying to finish him. Not gonna really happen. That's the throne.
He's trying. Kukahook's really trying, but it's not gonna be enough. Unfortunately for Qhali, they have been knocked out of these regional qualifiers, and it's gonna be Thunder.